has the experience been like for you guys as the interest has kind of picked up the last couple of weeks? The fans have gotten into it. You've had so much success.
Yeah, it's been cool getting the recognition because that doesn't happen very often. Usually it's negative recognition for offensive linemen. But I think that the fans are kind of realizing that we're doing a really good job in the run game, and it's not just running backs. I think it's been like that the past couple of years, honestly, a lot of talk about our offensive line. And that just comes from Coach Schlarman. A lot of credit to him. And just for good running backs we've had the past couple of years.
What about in general, too, just playing in front of a sellout crowd like you did Saturday and the missing stadium?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really fun. That's what you come here for. It's different. Growing up, going to games wasn't always full. And now that we've played in multiple so far this year, we're hoping to continue that.
Texas A&M's rush defense is at the top of the SEC. What are you seeing from them on film that makes them so effective? They're
really active. They're disciplined. And those two things are the biggest, I guess, attributes that make a defense good. It's hard to hit a hole on them because they're always where they're supposed to be. They're always filling that hole, filling that gap. And they just have active players that swarms with the ball and don't really let you stay on your block. So we're going to have to do a good job of straining against them.
Do they draw any similarities to teams you've played so far this year?
Yeah. Well, so far, I mean, every SEC team we've played had a good front seven. Mm-hmm. So it's not going to be any different this week. It's just going to be about us, what we do. And we know that they're good. Every SEC team has good defensive players. So that's what we're focused on, is doing our job right.
Do you expect anything different from going to a place like Kyle Field that you haven't been to before?
I can't wait for that. Because I know it's a big stadium, it's a big environment, ESPN game, 7 o'clock. I can't wait for that. I think everybody's looking forward to it.
You guys seem to really thrive on those kind of environments, that hostile environment.
Yeah, we always kind of have, because the only people you got there is your team, and it's fun. It's fun just to go in there and try to silence the crowd and make big plays in someone else's field. We did a good job with that against Florida. That was a fun experience, and I can't wait to go to Kyle Field.
How's EJ done this week, kind of now being the man at left tackle?
Yeah, he's doing good. He's kind of he's embraced that role the past couple of weeks. The more reps he gets, the better he is. The biggest thing with him is just understanding what we're trying to do on offense and who we're trying to target and block, and he's doing a better job with that every week.
How's Darian doing so far, especially now that he might get a bigger role?
Darian's really talented. I think he came in really heavy, and he's lost a lot of that weight, and it's showing. He moves really well, and he has a good understanding of how to block and how to move, and for a true freshman. So he's a good young player, and I'm excited to see what happens with him.
Are you and Logan kind of jealous that you guys haven't won SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week yet compared to the other two mainstays on the line?
Here, George and Bunchy, no, they're seniors. That's why they got the award.
So that's what it boils down to?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you? Where are you on the punter depth chart? I saw you out there.
Punter?
Yeah, you were out there punting some.
Pretty low on that, but actually I talked to Coach Henshaw, and he says he's got a couple packages they're thinking about. So I'm gonna have to get a different glove so I can throw. Something going on there.
It's like a Bugs Bunny on first situation, Bugs Bunny on second.
No, it's anytime they need a Hail Mary, I'm in. So, yeah.
Drake, you mentioned that when you came here as a kid, it wasn't always solo, it wasn't always full. How did Coach Stoops sell you on the vision for what this could be then, in terms of his support?
How did he sell me? Just it wasn't so much. So when he first got here is when they started recruiting me, as soon as he got here, about a month after he got here. And he just built that relationship. It was the first piece of college mail I ever got. It was the first offer I got, first coaches I really built a relationship with. And from that point on, I took each game personal. Like, I really cared about this team. I really wanted to see how they would do. And what sold me was just kind of the relationship I had with the coaches, mainly Coach Schlarman.
Did A&M recruit you, refresh my memory, or Jimbo when he was at Florida State?
No, not at Florida State, not at A&M either.
Yeah, we get offers coming up. All-American came out there. All-American game you played in.
Yeah.
Did you have offers come after that?
Not after the game because I enrolled. I had a couple come after I committed though. Yeah, after I committed to UK.
This is kind of an odd question, but how do you get the timing down on the snap? You know, because you see Terry or Lynn in motion there. I mean, is that you just go when they know, or do you be able to see the guy coming in?
Well, I'm not going to give it our cadence because we do kind of try to switch it up each week. But that's something that we talk about on Mondays, what we're going to do, when I'm going to snap it. And sometimes it's vocal, sometimes it's, raise of the foot, a clap, point, a look, something like that. And that's what tells me. And that's something that we work on before practice, something we work on during practice, and then, of course, every rep we treat it like we will on Saturday. So that's just all timing.